So my name is John Allan Namu. I'm a Kenyan investigative reporter and a co-founder of Africa Uncensored. So Africa Uncensored is an investigative and in-depth journalism collective. Our goals are to investigate, expose, and also empower across Africa, really show Africa as it really is. We've been doing this for almost 4 years now, since leaving mainstream, and we're doing okay.
From this perch, we're tourists.
When I joined KTN, because KTN was my first employer, I had the unction to tell, feature stories that went beyond the normal news docket, and tell them differently because I felt that was where I was best suited. So I kind of fell into investigative reporting after a while of doing that. We started doing more and more in-depth stories, and then after meeting up with now Nyali Member of Parliament Mohammed Ali, who joined about a year after me, we did our first investigative project together, and we figured out that we like that kind of storytelling. In comparison to many other people, my career isn't very, very long. I'm just coming up on 15 years now. But there have been many highlights. I think every single story that I've done has had a highlight, but in terms of my career, there are definitely certain awards that I've won, certain milestones that I achieved. For instance, in 2009, I won the CNN Africa Journalist of the Year award for stories that were very personal to me, stories about the post-election violence in 2007. But there was, one time that I felt that, it's about time that I gave up, and it was a difficult period. There was impact on my own mental health concerning what I was doing, and it really led me to question why it is that I'm an investigative journalist. But emerging from that, I think I came out stronger on the other side, but also more aware of my own fragility.
Touring stories about how communities can come together to resolve things.
Don't be afraid of doing the boring grunt work of journalism. Don't be afraid of telling small stories about your community, Don't be afraid of doing that, as opposed to saying, I want to be an investigative journalist telling big stories from day one. No, every story matters. So really apply yourself in that way. And as long as we are able to build that kind of appreciation for, and it's for any profession, but for journalism specifically, as long as we're able to build that kind of appreciation for it, then everything else kind of falls into place, I wish I had, something wiser to say, but like I said, I'm still learning, right? I still have a long, long way to go. These are just the things that are helping me. Yeah, many other people will have many other lessons to impart. But we're not doing badly. We can do much, much better.